Hello, I'm Brian Brandstetter, President and CEO of Ardagh Glass Packaging-North America. More than 2,000 years ago, the first glass bottles and jars were made. Since that time, glass has continued to evolve, but the many great qualities have remained the same. As you will see, glass is made from natural, sustainable, raw materials and is 100% recyclable without any loss of quality or purity. Our customers count on us to consistently deliver innovative glass packaging that preserves the taste and freshness of the products inside. We invite you to take a look inside the science and art of glassmaking. It is a remarkable process where raw materials are converted into glass bottles and jars that contain the foods and beverages that you buy and use every day. Cheers to glass.
These glass containers may look empty, but a lot of science, engineering, and attention to detail go into making them. In fact, consumers nationwide trust glass bottles and jars to protect their foods and beverages, and many of them choose Ardagh Glass Packaging to provide distinctive glass containers. We make approximately 6 billion glass bottles and jars a year. We are continually upgrading our facilities and processes to further improve the quality of the products and production efficiency. Ardagh Glass Packaging is focused on crafting quality in every container. Our scientists, technologists, and engineers identify emerging technologies and evaluate them in our manufacturing facilities nationwide. Technologies that pass these rigorous evaluations are gradually implemented into our manufacturing facilities. We have made a company-wide commitment to sustainability by reducing the use of raw materials, optimizing energy consumption, managing waste and water, and decreasing greenhouse gas emissions in all of our offices and glassmaking facilities. We manufacture bottles and jars for the food, beverage, beer, wine, and spirits markets. Glassmaking is a very complex process. We meticulously control the production process from start to finish. Making glass containers that will stand up to customers' filling processes and consumer use is a demanding, highly scientific process. The primary ingredients of glass are all found in naturally occurring resources, which include sand, soda ash, limestone, and dolomite. Upon arrival, these materials are inspected and stored in huge silos. Raw materials are conveyed to the batch house, where they are weighed and combined with minor ingredients to create the batch mixture. Most mixtures include cullet, crushed recycled glass from consumer recycling and from our own operations. Cullet in our batch formulas normally ranges from 10 to 60%. Using recycled glass in the manufacturing process reduces the consumption of raw materials, lessens the demand for energy, cuts air emissions, and extends furnace life. The primary raw materials are weighed automatically. The recipe for the mixture varies according to the glass container to be produced. The precise mixture is conveyed from the batch house to the furnace, where it's heated to precisely control temperatures. The integrated furnace control console allows the operator to carefully monitor and control both the furnace and the batch house operations. Melting temperatures in the furnace are typically between 2,300 and 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit. Basically, raw materials are fed precisely into one end of the furnace, and uniform molten glass, ready to be formed into containers, comes out the other end. Complex mathematical formulas are used to calculate the precise amount of raw materials needed to ensure even flow. The molten glass flows out of the furnace to the forehearth, where the temperature and viscosity of the glass is tightly controlled, using state-of-the-art thermocouples and control systems. A shearing and distribution system precisely cuts the molten glass into gobs and delivers them to the forming machines. Each gob is sized appropriately for the container being produced. We have developed and operate a variety of forming machines, ranging from an 8-section single gob, up to a 16 triple or a 20 double. The forming machines process the gobs into containers. A combination of the gob weight and dimension, along with the specific design of the molds being used, determine the shape of the finished container. There are 3 types of forming processes in which the molten glass takes on the shape of the mold: blow and blow, press and blow, and narrow neck press and blow. In blow and blow, compressed air forces the molten gobs into both the blank and final mold. In the press and blow and narrow neck press and blow processes, a plunger forces the gob into the shape of the blank mold with compressed air, completing the process on the mold side. Throughout the process, the forming machine controller precisely adjusts speed and timing, allowing exact control of the forming process. We are continuously introducing sophisticated process monitoring equipment at this stage in the glass-making process. This state-of-the-art infrared thermal imaging equipment detects flaws in the finished containers, such as bubbles and inclusions. But more importantly, it highlights process-related problems, such as incorrect glass distribution and temperature that could result in defects. This real-time information helps us spot and correct potential problems earlier in the production process, a significant move toward defect prevention versus inspection. When glass containers leave the forming machine, they're carefully placed on a conveyor for rapid and controlled cooling. Containers then progress to the annealing layer, which is basically a giant oven that reheats the containers and cools them uniformly to relieve stresses in the containers, promoting the natural strength of the glass. When the containers are approximately 250 degrees Fahrenheit, the cold end coater applies a food-grade organic coating material that imparts lubricity for mobility in handling and further preserves strength so the containers run smoothly on our lines and those of our customers. In the fast cooling section, the containers are cooled to about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, cool enough to touch. Extensive online inspection and testing equipment ensures that the containers meet our standards and those of our customers. With an advanced system using multiple cameras, containers are viewed without rotation or contact. Sophisticated laser equipment detects sidewall and heel defects, including stress defects that cannot be seen by the naked eye. Results are automatically reported to hot-end personnel, recorded and acted upon. Product issues are tracked by mold number and inspection points, allowing us to pinpoint any concerns in the production process faster. A squeezer checks for low impact resistance. Glass thickness is measured to within thousandths of an inch. This is the end of the line for containers with any imperfections. Rejected containers are not discarded, but are recycled as cullet and used in future batch mixtures. But traditional online inspection is not enough. We have implemented state-of-the-art automated labs right in the plant, where sample containers undergo further detailed inspection. Then they're dated to within 1 minute using either video or laser jet coating. Video jet coating can be visible or invisible depending on customer preference. You'll see laser jet codes usually near the bottom of the jar. This code information is like the container's fingerprint. With our combination of container coating and mold coating, if there are any concerns with our containers, we can precisely pinpoint and contain the production involved. Thanks to our constantly upgraded technology, we're making glass containers faster and better than ever before. We make them with care and we handle them with care. Advanced ware handling procedures incorporate sophisticated drive and conveying systems. We offer options and flexibility in packaging to make ware handling easier for our customers. We provide precise specifications for cartons designed to protect the containers. We pack necks up or necks down. Securely packed and sealed cases are conveyed to case palletizers, where they are stacked according to customer specifications to increase stability for shipment. For containers that will be shipped in bulk, the bulk palletizer stacks the individual containers in 5 to 15 layers. The strapper bands the pallets for added stability. Pallets are then covered with plastic wrap to protect against contamination and stabilize the load. The sturdy pallets are transported to the finished goods conveyor, where they are barcoded if the customer desires. This is the end of the manufacturing line. From here, containers go to the staging area for storage or for shipment to Ardagh Glass Packaging-North America customers. In many plants, we use laser-guided vehicles, enhancing the safety of our packages and improving wear flow. Another important part of glassmaking is our new product development process. At Ardagh Glass Packaging, we are focused on bringing innovative design solutions to the marketplace. Our design team incorporates their skills and knowledge of glassmaking to add value to the packaging design process. Our use of 3D solid modeling allows us to develop creative concepts to exact size, weight, and fluid capacity requirements. Our computer design system is portable and can be taken to any location, which reduces development time by bringing the design process to the customer. Once a concept design is approved by the customer, we create a fully engineered and dimensioned print. Then we have the capability to print a 3D model or have a lucite model cut, polished and dyed to the required glass color. Once we have approval of the new bottle design, mold engineering begins the process of creating the drawings required to make the mold equipment to manufacture the new glass container. Our proven process reduces the time required to introduce a container and ensures optimal manufacturing performance. Ardagh Glass Packaging-North America has produced the glass bottles and jars for more than 100 products that have won Clear Choice Awards. We have access to the latest innovations in design and in manufacturing technology. With our commitment to quality, service, sustainability, and innovation, our state-of-the-art technologies integrated throughout the process, our continuous monitoring systems and high-tech inspection process on the hot end, on the line, and in our automated labs, and our comprehensive design and engineering services, Ardagh Glass Packaging is the choice of food and beverage brands throughout the world and is pleased to be recognized as a global leader for high-quality glass containers.